everyone. How are you today?
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
thank
Thank you.
you. Thanks for having us.
What a great second season. My gosh, so
Oh,
funny.
thanks so much.
I didn't know how you guys were going to be able to top the first season, but start to finish, I was laughing my head off.
Oh, amazing.
So, take me back to when you guys first heard that you got the second season. What was your first thoughts?
I mean, we were so excited because we love the show and like we're best mates. So we just get to hang out with each other loads. And, it meant that we got to reunite with all of our amazing cast and crew. So that was really exciting. And I guess, yeah, reality sunk in and it was like, oh God, we've actually got to do this. And it was interesting because I think when we were writing series one, it was kind of no one really knew what it was, and it was this like crazy idea that we'd come up with, and we were kind of in our own little bubble with it, and even like filming it, I guess as well. Like we were all having a great time, but we didn't really know what people would think, and so there was definitely a bit of pressure. Um, but I think once we started getting back to like, especially the characters, and I think one of the joys of writing series two was knowing that we had all these amazing actors that we know what they're capable of and how brilliant they were and how funny they were, and to like hear Lenny saying something in our heads while we're writing something is like, it was just so fun, and I feel like that's what really kind of elevated it, like the experience of writing it for us. So yeah, so it was great. We had a great time, definitely.
Lenny, for you, Ollie, he killed me this season. I just everything that came out of his mouth, I was like, how is he doing this? And now dying of laughter. And then you guys and all the scenes with him, I'm just like, how how are you not dying of laughter right now? Because I could not keep it together. So for you, Lenny, what did it feel like coming back to play this character? And then how did you keep a straight face delivering majority of your lines?
I love coming back because I love Ollie. I think he's such a great character, and I didn't keep a straight face for a lot of it. It was a lot of retakes. Um, but no, there's some really great moments this series. Um, yeah, and I think a highlight for me was the cat outfit because that I mean it was hot in there, but it was worth it.
It
It
was
was
so worth it.
definitely. So take me to the cat outfit because the second you appear in it, I did have to pause it because I could not stop laughing to make it through, and then I restarted it. So how did you guys tell me how that came to be, please?
Well,
I'm trying to remember. It feels like meant to wear it. It feels like I can't even remember where the idea came from. I think it was, and do you know when you're writing something, you kind of go, oh, Ollie's in a cat outfit, and you don't think anymore about it. And we've got an incredible costume designer, Daniela, and she was like, say no more when we said the idea, and then we were kind of sent like kind of sketches and things. And I mean, the final product. I mean, the entire second series is worth watching for that alone. I would say.
yeah.
But yeah, and Lenny, as always, is just up for any of our crazy ideas and
Oh
makes it
yeah.
his own. And yeah, it was amazing. But
It was
yeah, it was.
yeah. I remember like I don't know if you saw Celine, but I remember if I ever had my cat head off, like you could just see one of the crew with it on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And,
Ah!
and you're like, who is that? That's my cat head.
Yeah,
Um,
you got
but
very protective of the cat head. The cat, that was
yeah,
your cat.
head.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can't take it home. I've not got it. I wish I kept
Ah,
it there or something.
that would have been a good souvenir, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could probably find it still. It's got to be somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Someone's got it. We'll make some calls, Lenny. We'll make some calls. Don't
Oh yeah.
worry.
Oh yeah.
We'll reunite you.
So for both of you, what would you say was the most challenging part of bringing this series together?
I think like I mentioned before, kind of that sort of incredible privileged position to be in, but that level of expectation. And I think actually when Daisy and I first started writing it, we kind of got a bit bogged down in the kind of thrillery, twisty, turny things, and it kind of didn't didn't feel right. So we kind of almost went back to the drawing board with like, let's really start with these characters and let's see, just if we follow them where they take us rather than kind of trying to impose kind of, plot twists and cycling back and looping together. Like it was really, let's just see where we can where we these guys go on their journey. And I think, yeah, it was just it once we've got all that together, I don't know about you, Lenny, but I always just feel so excited to just get together with that group of people. I guess that one of the main challenges is that Daisy was pregnant during the filming. So and her baby was born quite early, so we had to stop filming, and then we went back to it. So, but in terms of, I mean, she was an absolute superstar. She just kind of, you would never have known, and she was just as incredible as fun and funny as she always is. But in terms of like once we got to set, I feel like everyone just has a great time, and it kind of just, I as a writer as well now, I just sit back and watch the magic, especially, those scenes between Lenny, Daisy, and Dustin, the family. It's just, yeah, I've got my popcorn out and I'm just
Oh,
sat
yeah.
watching front row seat. It's amazing.
Yeah, I had the easy job. I just had to wait for the script to be written, and then I went and done it. I was loving it. Yeah, I love all the scenes. I just had the greatest time. I think I love the scene, and I think Celine, I'm not you may have been there, watching it. But I loved the scene, um, in our living room, and I'm in the cat outfit, and Daisy's is the witch, and Dustin's the peasant, and it's the interrogation when he pins me down.
That is one of my favorites. It's
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
I don't know how I that was a lot of retakes. I know that because I don't know how you meant to keep a straight face at Dustin asking if I'm a murderer, and then says, "Who are you?" And I'm saying, "I'm your son."
Yeah. Which is also like, Lenny is so amazing at improvising, and as are Dustin and Daisy. And so when the three of them get together, it really is like, it sounds like a cliche, but you just watch that magic happen, and you just let that camera roll, and they go for it. And it's so, and that's part of like the fun of when we film this show, is this kind of, all of that stuff is up for grabs, and yeah, Lenny always delivers.
Thank
Always,
you.
he's such a pro.
So much. Thank you.
Well, I think that's what makes the show so good too, is that you can see the trust on screen for all of the performers to be able to do the best that they can do. And it makes the show amazing. It's where the laughter comes from. And, scenes that are supposed to be dark that we're not supposed to be laughing at, we're dying of laughter. And it's because of not only the amazing writing, but the performers. So my final question for both of you is, if people aren't watching the series, which I'm not sure why they're not, but if they're not, what do you say to them? Why should they be watching it?
I think you should get onto Hulu and watch Am I Being Unreasonable, because I I feel like it's not going to be what you expect. And I think that it also may not be like anything that you've seen before. And I feel like it's going to take you, you're going to feel all the feelings. And then hopefully you're going to want more.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
mean, don't get why you wouldn't want to see Daisy Makeup in a bin bag and a grey wig. It's all you could want. It really is. It's so it's great. It's so good.
And if nothing else, you must watch it for Lenny's performance, because
Thank
as
you.
usual, home
Thank
run.
you.
Yeah. It's perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for speaking with me. I am excited for everyone who hasn't seen it to check it out because it really is a great series. You guys have killed it.